Stocks were lower early, but as I speak to you right now, the Dow is still the only one down by about a third of 1%. The S&P is just above the flat line. The Russell is up 0.15%. And the Nasdaq is up 0.3%. Overnight data, Australian retail sales came in slightly weaker than expected last night. Eurozone unemployment came out slightly stronger than expected. And the ADP non-farm payrolls in the U.S. came out at 33,000 jobs subtracted from private payrolls versus an estimate of plus 99,000 jobs, as well as last month being revised lower to plus 29,000 private payrolls added. The dollar is rebounding and having its best day to the upside in aggregate since June 17th. And if we stay higher on the day, it will have its first positive close in aggregate since June 20th. The two-year yield was higher at 3.81%, but post the ADP number, it gave back its gains, falling back to 3.78%, while the 30-year moved higher in yield by 5 basis points to 4.83%. Non-farm payrolls are due out tomorrow instead of Friday due to the 4th of July holiday in the U.S. Based on the negative ADP number, we need to revisit the correlation or lack of between ADP private payrolls and the non-farm payrolls figures. There is a strong numerical correlation between monthly change in ADP private payrolls and non-farm private payrolls. In other words, when one goes up, the other goes up and vice versa. It sits at around 96% over the last 10 years or so. However, the two series often diverge in size and direction on a month-to-month basis, especially versus consensus estimates. So the directional hit or miss correlation is weaker than the numerical one. The two labor series track each other statistically over time, but ADP is not consistently predictive of non-farm payrolls surprises versus estimates. Having said that, the consensus forecast for tomorrow's non-farm payrolls headline is 120,000 jobs added, a 4.3% unemployment rate, and a slight drop in month-to-month average hourly earnings. Looking ahead, no important earnings today to report. Data tonight, services PMI from both Japan and China. Tomorrow morning, it's a very busy morning, services PMI in Germany and the US, and then jobless claims, factory orders, and non-farm payrolls data in the U.S. Also, we have an early close in stocks and bonds in the U.S. tomorrow.